What's up, everyone? Good morning, good morning. Okay, today we're talking about why it's so important for you and I to actually prioritize small and meaningful conversations with those we meet online. Here's the biggest opportunity that I have yet to see too many people push, which is right now you can reach anyone in the world, whether it's your family members, your friends, acquaintances, people that you've known here and there throughout your life, or possible people interested in the product, services, and offerings that you have. And here's the best thing: often you can reach them with very little friction because they're on these platforms that we call social media. So LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Medium. You can think of all the others. Those are like the main one. But in a sense, Reddit, whatever platform you are on, most likely, the people you want to meet in the real world are on as well. So, with that being said, there is an opportunity for you to be able to communicate with them, especially now. COVID accelerated this message and the ability to reach all these people because now, right now, people are online. Like there's no question. You can't go to networking events. You're on your phone more. The stats are there. I'm not telling you anything new or revolutionary that you're like, oh wow, that blows my mind. But what I am saying is with that information, with that being said, what are you and I going to do about that? Are we going to be reaching out to more people? What's up? Are we going to actually initiate conversations? Are we going to get to the point where post COVID, when this thing all blows over, that we're going to have the ability and want and background to meet the people that we have been communicating with online? Because here's the thing: once everything starts opening up, people are going to get quite busy, whether it's with their, engagements that they're going to go to, um, with their events that they're going to go to, whatever that is. People's time spent outside of the house is going to get very, very quickly taken up. And if you're not a priority, then why, if you're not a priority, why would they focus on what you're saying, right? So my biggest thing is why not start preparing right now for the inevitable, which is people are going to eventually get back to meeting others in the physical world. Why not use this time to lay the foundation so that when you actually get to meet these people in the real world, you can actually accelerate the conversations and be much more further along in that relationship than if you were going to be pre-COVID. So let me explain. There are so many examples of people I've met, friendships I've formed, business partners that I have currently. For instance, one of the business partners that we have right now, he's a contractor under us and building out a product that's coming out at the end of the month. That's ridiculous. Without social media, I would never have found him and his business and be able to form a partnership as we have it today because he lives 1,500 miles away in the Midwest. We are not in the Midwest. Obviously, I'm in Arizona, and our circles pre the internet would never have had the chance to meet. But because of social media, because we've already had previous conversations to talking about business in much more of a concrete manner, we are able to have context on the person foundation so that when we engage with those conversations, they were real. And though I have never met him in person, one day he will be. And again, this goes much further than anything that any business or anything. You can, and this is something I have not talked to, and I'm kind of thinking about how I'm going to say, because eventually when I have to say new things and things I haven't really prepared for, this inevitable thing of how do I exactly say it? But I've met the I've met my girlfriend based on my number one persistence of reaching out online to many people, but also because this individual went to the same high school as me. We did not run in the same circles. However, because I made it a point to reach out, and I still make it a point to reach out to a lot of people I meet online. We engaged in the conversation, got context, and from that online world on Facebook, we took it offline. And then a year later, in a couple of days, actually, in 6 days, it will be our 1 year. And it just goes to show you that this isn't just limited to the business professional world. This really can go into the personal world. The thing is, without going into much detail, there are people, friendships, mentors. There are so many individuals that you probably have in your mind and that you've met in person that you can't see yourself living without. And I'm not saying that's ever going to go away. Granted, that's the best that you have, but I'm just giving you the real world examples that eventually, more and as each generation gets more intertwined with the internet, social media as well, you're going to have more people on these platforms and much more of a incentive to meet people and start relationships here, so that when you actually do meet in person with that precious time that you have, it's something that you want. I love going to networking events. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love meeting new people. However, if I'm in a sales mode and I don't meet someone that's going to help me immediately, sometimes I think it's a waste of time. Though, if I went to a networking event and I had context on 3 or 4 or 5 people that are going to be there, and I knew that there's something there, I might feel better, and that experience might have been more enhanced. So the truth is, online relationships and building relationships through online means is not going away. I'm listening to a NPR show right now where the premise was, in the early 90s, Match.com was started, and it was really weird for people to meet and date online, and then actually get married and have real relationships. That was a weird concept, and even though it's still not what some people want as the perfect experience, the truth is that it's much more socially acceptable 25, 30 years later than it was back then, which is kind of crazy because now you got to think about, okay, if it was a weird stereotype to date someone because you guys met online 25 years ago, now it's normal. People, especially my age, Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, all these dating sites are free for everyone to use, and they use it. What's the next 25 years going to look like? Like, if we came from that point of it being so weird to now being normal, you would think, based on that law, of the basic, I wouldn't say law, based on the data or just the background, it's going to be kind of striving for, or it's going to be on such a different pillar in the next 25 years. Like, I'll be honest, it's 2020. In 2045, I would be surprised if 30 or I wonder what's the stat now, like 30 or 40, maybe 50% of relationships are with people who met online. And that's just on the personal side. On the business side, I mean, you're talking, how do you meet your current clients if you can't, especially in COVID, if you can't go and meet them in person? You're using online resources. Google reviews are still an online based communications and public thing, right? Facebook is a great example. So with this being said, I'm not saying anything that's revolutionary, or if it is, awesome. I definitely borrowed and stole that concept from everyone. What's up, Anton? And Anton's a great example too. I've been following, and we've been engaged. We've been engaging online for the better part of a year now. Let me look, Anton, because Anton's in the Ukraine, and we've had great conversations together. Let's see, Anton, when we were, May 18th, 2019, we've been connected, and he's jumped on these lives before. We've commented on each other's content back and forth. Like, this is just how it is today, and one of the true aspects I want people to understand is it's not going away. So what are we going to do about it? We are going to be doing exactly what we're doing now. We're going to make plans, formulate how we're going to move forward, and actually put these things into practice. And then, I'm sorry that it's been a busy week. It's the weekend though, because what's the time in the Ukraine? Yeah, it's like 5:48 p.m. So happy weekend, Anton. Thanks for jumping on. Hopefully you get to have a nice little couple days, or hopefully a couple hours off. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Keeping it simple on this beautiful Friday afternoon for Anton and morning for anyone in the States. So anyway, a fantastic day. We'll talk very soon. Just keep rocking out. Make sure that you exit this video, go reach out to someone that you've been meaning to connect with for a while online, and let's get this conversation train go. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys later.